Hey guys, it's Kaavya, and welcome to 4th grade math with All Stuff. Today's topic is the numbers and operations in base 10 standards. We will be going over place value and using the 4 operations on multi-digit numbers. As always, our videos consist of 8 to 15 review questions, and each one is timestamped in the description box below. If you get the question right, feel free to skip to the next timestamp, but if not, go ahead and watch the explanation after the question. If you want to review certain topics after the video, we have a links for further reference page in the description box below, along with all of our questions. Alright, let's get started with the first question. Question number 1. Meredith is going apple picking. She picked 100 apples and put them in baskets which can each fit 10 apples. How many baskets did she fill up? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video here if you need more time for this question. The answer to this question is 10 baskets. So for this question, you're going to take the 100 apples Meredith picked and divide it by 10 because each basket can fit 10 apples. When you do that, you will get 10, which is the number of baskets she filled up. Okay, on to the next question. Question number 2. Miranda has 13 $10 bills and 4 $100 bills in her pocket. How much money does she have? Okay, so pause the video here if you need more time with this question. The answer to this question is $530. Okay, so we know that Miranda has 13 $10 bills, so 13 times 10, and she has 4 $100 bills. So you add 4 times 100. So when you multiply 13 and 10, you'll get 130. And when you multiply 4 and 100, you'll get 400. And then when you add 130 and 400, you'll get $530. Okay, moving on to the next question. Question number 3. Teddy has 529,374 beads in her crafts box. Write the number of beads she has by using numbers, numeric names, and expanded form. Okay, so pause the video here if you need more time to figure this question out. So these are the answers to the questions. The top one is writing the number using numbers. The second one is using numeric names, and the last one is using expanded form. Okay, so this box kind of explains the difference between the 3 forms. The first one is just when you write it regularly with numbers. The second one is when you write what you say. And the last one, expanded form, is when you write the sum of the digits multiplied by their place value. Okay, so we're going to focus on expanded form. So the number we're given is 529,374. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this first digit over here, which is 5. We're going to do 5, and then all the digits after it are going to be 0. So we have 5 place values after, and each one of them is going to be 0. Then we're going to do the same thing with the rest of the digits. Then you're going to, and so this is 4 zeros. The next one, 9,000, has 3 zeros. The 300 has 2 zeros. The 70 has 1 zero. And the 4 has no zeros. So now you're going to read this out as 500,000 plus 20,000 plus 9,000 plus 300 plus 70 plus 4. So that's how you write 529,374 in expanded form. Okay, on to the next question. Question number 4. Soda cans are arranged in different ways. Each box holds 10 cans. Each case holds 10 boxes, and each crate holds 10 cases. If Amelia has 1 crate, 13 cases, 17 boxes, and 2 cans, how many soda cans does she have in total? Okay, so pause the video here if you need more time with this question. So the answer to this question is 2,472 soda cans. So we're going to first start off by finding how many cans each form of packaging holds. So obviously, can is just 1. So 1 can is just 1 can. Now, a box is 10 times a can, which is 10 cans, which is what it says in the question. Then it says that each case holds 10 boxes. So a case is 10 times box, which is 10 times 10, which is 100. So a case holds 100 cans. A crate is 10 cases. So 10 times case, that's 10 times 100, which is 1,000. So a crate holds 1,000 cans. So now it says Amelia has one crate. So that's 1 times 1,000. And it says she has 13 cases. So plus 13 times 100, because each case holds 100 cans. Plus 17 times 10, because she has 17 boxes and each box holds 10 cans. Plus 2 times 1, which is just 2. Then, when you multiply them out, you'll get 1,000, because 1 times 1,000 is just 1,000, plus 1,300, because 13 times 100 is 1,300, plus 170, plus 2, and when you add those together, you will get 2,472, which is the number of cans Amelia has. Okay, on to the next question. Question number 5. Compare these two numbers. 395,874 and 392,894. Okay, so pause the video here if you need more time to figure this question out. The answer to this question is greater than. Okay, so this box over here kind of explains the signs you use when comparing numbers. So the first sign you use is greater than, and you use that sign when the number is greater than the number after it. So for example, 2 is greater than 1. Okay, so the next sign you use is less than, and you use that when the number is less than the number after it. So for example, 1 is less than 2. And the last sign you use is equal to. And you just use that when the two numbers are equal. So 1 is equal to 1. Okay, back to the question. So we have 395,874 and 392,894. Okay, so when comparing numbers, it's easiest to start off with the largest place value. So in this case, that's 100,000. And you're going to see if they're the same digit. So here, the 100,000's place value, you have a 3. And in this number, you also have a 3. So that means that they have the same number of 100,000s. On to the next place value. So in this one, in the 10,000, you have a 9 in this number. This number, you also have a 9. So they have the same number, 10,000. When going to the thousands place, you see that this number has a 5, but this number has a 2. So that means that this number has more thousands, which makes it greater than this number. Question number 6. Addison separated a large container of water into 5 smaller containers. Container 1 has 730 milliliters. Container 2 has 1,752 milliliters. Container 3 has 2,987 milliliters. Container 4 has 219 milliliters. And container 5 has 876 milliliters. How much water was in the original container? Okay, so pause the video here if you need more time for this question. The answer to this question is 6,564. Okay, so the box over there kind of just explains regrouping, which is when you rearrange numbers and place values to make operations such as addition and subtraction easier. So you're going to use regrouping to do the addition in this problem. So to find the amount of water that was in the original container, you're going to add all of these values up because she divided it into these 5 values. Okay, so 2,987, 1,752, 730, 219, and 876. So these are the amount of water in each of the containers. So we're adding all of these together. Okay, so the ones place. So 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 0 is 9, plus 9 is 18, plus 6 is 24. So 24 ones. So 24 ones, you can say that as 24 ones, or you can say that as 2 tens and 4 ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the 4 ones, and we're going to take the 2 tens and put them up here. Then we're going to add all the tens, including this 2 over here. Okay, so 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19, plus 7 is 26. So 26 tens is the same thing as 6 tens and 2 hundreds. So now we're going to add the hundreds place. So 2 plus 9 is 11, plus 7 is 18, plus another 7 is 25, plus 2 is 27, plus 8 is 35. So 35 hundreds is the same thing as 3 thousands and 5 hundreds. So we're going to put the 5 here and the 3 up here. And then we're going to add the thousands place. So 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. So you're going to get this answer. You're going to get 6,564 milliliters. Okay, on to the next question. Question number 7. Denny baked 30 dozen macarons on Monday. How many macarons did Denny bake on Monday? Okay, so pause the video here if you need more time with this question. The answer to this question is 360 macarons. Okay, so that box over there just explains what the distributive property is, and we'll be using that to solve the question today. Okay, so it says that Denny baked 30 dozen macarons. If you did not know, a dozen is equal to 12. That means Denny, he baked 30 groups of 12 macarons. So to find the number of macarons he baked in total, you would just multiply 30 and 12. So now what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite this 12 over here. We're going to rewrite it as 10 plus 2. So that's the same thing as 12. We're just rewriting it as a sum. So now this is going to look like 30 times 10 plus 2 in parentheses. So these parentheses are necessary because of the order of operations. Okay, so now because with the distributive property using it, we're going to multiply this 30 to the 10. We're also going to multiply it to the 2. What that's going to look like is 30 times 10 plus 30 times 2. Now, when you multiply the 30 and the 10, you will get 300. And you're going to add the product of this, which is 30 times 2, which is 60. And when you add 360, you will get 360, which is the number of macarons Denny baked on Monday. Okay, moving on to the next question. Question number 8. The school's cafeteria has 12 tables. If each table allows 13 students to sit, how many students will be able to sit down in the cafeteria? Okay, so pause the video here if you need more time with this question. The answer to this question is 156 students. Okay, so the diagrams over there are just there to kind of help you visualize what the cafeteria looks like. This is what the cafeteria looks like. These are the tables. This counts the number of tables, and this just is the number of students sitting at each table. This is a diagram which will kind of help explain what we're doing. So just like we did in the last question, we are going to use the distributive property for this one. So you have 12 tables and 13 students at each table. To find the total number of students, you're just going to multiply 12 and 13. So now what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite this 12 as 10 plus 2. We're going to rewrite this 13 as 10 plus 3. So now what this is going to look like is 10 plus 2 times 10 plus 3. So now we're going to do, using the distributive property, we're going to distribute this 10 to this 10 and multiply it by the 3 as well. And then we're going to take the 2, we're going to multiply it to this 10, we're going to multiply it to the 3 as well. Okay, so what that looks like is, so we're going to write this up here. So we're going to have 10 times 10 plus 10 times 3 plus 2 times 10 plus 2 times 3. So this is when these two up here are when you distribute the 10, and these two are when you distribute the 2. Okay, so now multiplying the 10 and the 10, you're going to get 100. Multiplying the 10 and the 3, you're going to get 30. Multiplying the 2 and the 10, you're going to get 20. And multiplying the 2 and the 3, you are going to get 6. And when you add all of this together, you will get 156 students. Question number 9. Maggie got exactly enough pizzas to feed everybody at a party she's hosting. If Maggie got 7 pizzas and each pizza has 12 slices, and each person eats exactly 2 slices, how many people are coming? Okay, so pause the video here if you need more time with this question. The answer to this question is 42 people. Okay, so one thing they say in the question is she got exactly enough pizzas, which means that there's no leftover pizza and all the pizza's finished. So everybody got pizza and there's none left over. Okay, so it says she got 7 pizzas and each pizza has 12 slices. So to find the number of slices she bought, which we're going to need later, just multiply 7 and 12. When you do that, you will get 84. Okay, then it says each person eats 2 slices. Since all the pizza's over and everyone got pizza, you're just going to divide 84 by 2 and you're going to get 42. That's the number of people that came to her party. Okay, on to the next question. Question number 10. Rebecca bought 592 pencils and wants to organize them into 8 boxes. How many pencils will she put into each box if she divides the pencils equally among the boxes? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video here if you need more time to figure this question out. The answer to this question is 74 pencils. So we know that each of Rebecca's 8 boxes has the same number of pencils in them. So that means that just to find the number of pencils, just divide 592 by 8. And because 592 is a pretty big number, we're going to use long division. Okay. So you're going to start off with the hundreds place. So 5. 5 is not divisible by 8. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a 0 up here, and we're going to move on. Okay. So now we're going to look at this 59 together. So 58 goes into 59 7 times. I'm going to put a 7 up here. And so 7 times 8 is 56. We're going to subtract a 56. And we are going to be left over with the 3 over here. This cancels out. So now we're going to bring this 2 down. And we're going to look at this 32. So 8 goes into 32 4 times. And 8 times 4 is 32. So we're just going to subtract 32. And we're left with 0, 0. So over here, this just says 74. So that's the number of pencils in each of the boxes. I hope that this video was a good review of these standards. As I mentioned before, feel free to check out the links for further reference page in the description box below for extra practice. Have any more questions? Let us know in the comments down below. If this video was helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.